Today I'm going to be replacing the starter on the van with a Powermaster performance starter. While traveling, the vehicle has a hard time starting at gas stations. I've used the $20 remanufactured starter a couple times, so this video will show us how to replace starter. First up, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the negative battery cable. Reach it in there. Now I have a inverter, that's why you see so many extra cables. And I'm also concerned now with looking at that I might just need a positive battery cable too. We'll see how things work out. Hopefully that's not the problem, as opposed to the fact that it needs the starter. We'll get onto the vehicle next, and we'll begin removal of the old starter. Okay, the book also says it's important to check the engagement of the flywheel. When I replaced this remanufactured unit, I did not do that. So I'm going to pull this cover off and make sure that that's fine, since the investment in this starter is greater than the cost of a remanufactured one. And that just has these 15mm bolts here. Okay, I've loosened and taken out the 3 of the 5 bolts. And the last one's coming here. Great. And we'll just kind of wiggle it around, making sure we got this heat shield on one side. That cover comes right on out of there. On deck next, go ahead and remove the large starter bolts. Then we'll be able to get to the wires more easily, since they're located up inside. 9/16 here. Shield on here too, so we should be careful. And the 2 sizes I need, like 9/16 and maybe 15/16 also. I'm going to use my translator. I'll just set this right back here while I get the right size tool for the job. That way it's not going anywhere. I think, and to prevent future damage, just go ahead and unplug my knock sensor. So I'm going to pop that connector off of there. Go get the right tools for the job, I'll be back. Okay, so the nut was 11/32, which I have my nut driver for that. Should be able to just get that out of there. New starter came with a nut as well. Then 15 millimeter on the main wire. Let's get a better angle here. Or maybe it's not 15. Shit. It's crazy. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember using a 16 millimeter putting this on. That's the size. See, 17 would be like 5/8. 16 mil. It's crazy size. So let's get the wires free of the starter itself. Starter washer coming down somewhere. Great. And we'll set these both next to each other. See how they look. Okay, the physical size, you can see right away, is significantly different. Kind of given the same view. So the new one should go up into position. These here, the terminals are also on the outside, so I'll be able to get right to them underneath, as opposed to having to drop the starter to reach them there. Now, since I have a warranty on this one, I'm going to take it and trade it in, and I will have a new remanufactured starter that I think I'll offer on Craigslist for a few bucks. Here's something interesting. Most Chevys would give you the choice of either the offset or the straight on. The block for the starter is milled for both. So I'm wondering the benefit of putting all three screws in. I think I'll use the new ones that come with the starter in the factory positions, and then perhaps just thread one of these in the front bolt, or excuse me, in the direct side bolt. See what happens. Alrighty, so we'll put the new starter up into position. Wow, certainly more available room than when the original one came out. Oh, that's really a cool starter. Guess that's why they're how much they are for each application. I'm sure they're different. Visit summitracing.com to find out which one of these is right for you. Alright, let's see. Straight up 9/16 go back together. Yeah. Yeah, this truck has a heat soak issue when gassing up while traveling. And that is not fun, having that anxious feeling with a carload of kids and the family. Let's see what kind of success we have running one of these in. Is that going in? Huh. Well, I don't like the way it stopped. So we're going to stop and back that right out of there. Just I was hoping to see what it was. Alright, great. Now, one of the tests that they want you to check is this ring gear engagement and how much this starter comes, or starter drive comes out. I'm going to pull this out manually, get it in position, then get the camera back. So maybe I can just leave it there and move it. What that would do. Shoot some pliers. Oh, yeah. Well, it looked a lot easier for the dude in the video. Obviously, I want to get in the business of jacking those gears up. Great. And that's good news. What the video said is you want that to be about 2/3 engaged on the flywheel. Alright. So I guess I could just go ahead and hook the battery and terminal up here and start my truck. I will, of course, leave the camera down here so you guys can, and myself can watch it actually work for the first time. That would be fun. Now, starters like this, if you have a starter solenoid, you would just get a jumper between these two wires. The solenoid would do its job up top. Slightly is not the same size. Of course not. Alright, I'll just be back with the camera mounted in starting position and we'll see what happens. For those of you who do not like surprises, using the factory battery cable has this tab right here in order to keep it straight on the factory starter when you tighten the nut. Make sure to have that tab pointing outward, because if it's pointing inward, it will ground out against the case, and immediately upon hooking your battery up, you will have quite the excitement. I'm assuming that's a front row seat to that. We'll see if it works. I'm going to hook up the battery. Stand by. Yeah, that was me dropping the wrench. Alright. Ready for the big moment? eventually that fixed it.